It is plum season in Cameroon, and everywhere you turn, you are seeing plum. Either somebody is selling plum and corn, or they're just selling raw plums that you can cook. In Cameroon, we call this plum. Depending on where you are coming from, what is this called? I know that sometimes they refer to this as African pear, and then other countries call it differently. I think the Nigerians call it ube. Tell me in the comment section, what is this called? How do I cook my plum? I have a way that I like to cook my plum, and that's what I'm about to share with you all. You can tell that I will wash the dirt out of this plum. I always like to wash and wash and wash, because when I want to eat something, you eat everything on the plum, like the outer part of the plum. And most times, like, the farm to market journey is not always a very hygienic one. So sometimes you find that your plum is having mud, dirt, or whatever. So I always like to wash it really well. So I'd wash it and scrub the skin with my fingers. You can see how dirty that water is. I'm going to go again with some water and rinse it one more time, just so it's clean. After rinsing my plums for the second time, I'll go ahead to transfer it into another bowl, and then I would make some incisions on the plum. This, I particularly like how it makes the plum to look after cooking. It just makes you to be able to peep in and see the thick flesh of the plum. But also, when you cut like this and then you salt it, it enables the salt to penetrate. But there is a way to salt it that works better than I have seen other people do it. So when you sprinkle the plum, the salt on the plum like this, you don't just leave it like that. You go ahead and pour in some water, then you allow it to stay in the salted water for about 5 to 10 minutes. Does this really make much of a difference? Plum is an A game kind of food. Like, with or without salt, it tastes really good. I think it has some natural salt in it. I don't know, but I always like to go ahead and salt it. But I see people sprinkling salt on their plum when it's already on the frying pan. To me, I don't feel like that makes much of a difference. But when you make incisions, put in the salt in water, and then you steep the plum inside the salty water for a bit. I think it makes a huge difference. Try it out and tell me what you think. So after that, you put your plum on the fire. You want to be there, especially if you're using this method where you do not put it in water, you're just putting it on your dry pan. I see some people making their plums with oil. I do not like putting oil in my plum, but my husband likes to put oil in his plum. So when I'm making it for him, I put a bit of oil, but for myself, I do not put oil because I believe the plum has natural oils. So you see me go ahead to just sprinkle, like drizzle a bit of water on the plum. That's about it for the water that I'm going to use to make this plum. I'm not going to add any more water. And then maximum 5 minutes, this plum is ready. You just have to keep on turning it. You can see how it's cracking so beautifully, and voila, we have our plum. What would you eat your plum with? For me, I can eat plum with bread, with jollof rice, with corn, with roasted plantain, roasted cocoyam, roasted yam, just to name a few. I can eat plum with so many different things. In the comment section, tell us what you eat your plum with. Thank you for watching this video. If it's your first time here, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.